6 of exercise 4A. It's your exercise, it's your D1. Exercise 4A, question number 6. Write down an algebraic expression for each of the following. I have written the A part over here. Subtract the cube root. Okay, now I will go word by word that you need to do. Subtract the cube root. The symbol for the cube root, if you all remember, was this one. Subtract the cube root of the product of x and 3y. Product of x and 3y means that you need to multiply. Whenever we are talking about product, which means that we need to multiply. So multiply x and 3y. So it will be 3xy. Product of cube root of the product of 3xy from the square of the sum of A and B. This was your answer. We just need to make an algebraic expression for the A part, which was, I'm going to repeat, that subtract, that is why I have placed a minus over here, subtract the cube root. So this was the cube root, product of x and y. You can also write it as, if you are feeling this difficulty, so x into 3y. So product of x and 3y from the square of the sum of A and B. That was your A part. Now I am going towards your B part. I'll try to go as slow down as possible so that you came to know what we are going through. So its B part is the total value of x cents coin, the total value of x 20 cents coins and y dollar and y $5 notes in cents. Okay, we have to make an algebraic expression for it in which we are having x 20 cents coin. हमारे पास 20 cent के जो coins हैं, we are having x coins, और $5 के जो notes हैं, we are having y by $5 notes, and we have to find its value in cents. We are having cents and dollars, but we need to give our total amount in cents. Okay, before starting this, अगर आपके पास जो है वो 10 coins हो, if you are having 5 coins, 5 rupee coins अगर आपके पास है, अगर आपके पास 5 rupees के 10 coins हैं तो उसकी वैल्यू हो जाएगी. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द स्मॉलर वन. अगर आपके पास 2 coins हैं, 5 rupees के आपके पास 2 coins हैं, तो आपके पास टोटल वैल्यू हो जाएगी 5 into 2, इट विल बी 10. अगर आपके पास 5 rupees के 2 coins हैं, देन आपके पास टोटल अमाउंट हो जाएगी 10 rupees. लेकिन अगर आपके पास 2 के बजाय 3 coins हैं, देन 5 3s आर, इट विल बी 15. तो आपके पास वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 15 rupees हो जाएंगे. लेकिन यही अगर आपके पास 5 rupee के जो coins हैं, अगर वो 4 coins हैं आपके पास, तो आपके पास 5 4s are, total amount of money will be 20 rupees. So here we are having x 20 cents coin. हमारे पास 20 cent के कितने coins हैं? x. So इसकी वैल्यू हो जाएगी x multiply 20, because we are having x 20 cent coin. हमारे पास 20 cents के जो coins हैं वो हमारे पास x है, तो वैल्यू हो जाएगी x into 20. नेक्स्ट, अगर आपके पास 10 rupees के जो नोट होते हैं, अगर आपके पास, इफ यू आर हैविंग 2 notes, अगर आपके पास 10 rupees के 2 notes हैं, तो आपके पास वैल्यू होगी 2 10s, फिर आपके पास कहेंगे आपके पास 20 rupees है इफ यू आर हैविंग 2 10 rupee notes. लेकिन if you are having 3 10 rupee notes, then it will be 3 into 10, it will be, you will have 30 rupees. But if you are having 5 10 rupee notes, then it will be 5 into 10 will be, you will have 50 rupees. So now we are having by $5 notes. जो हमारे पास $5 के notes हैं, that we are having are 5. Why? हमारे पास जो $5 के notes हैं, those are y. तो value आपके पास हो जाएगी y multiplied by 50. Y multiplied by 5, because we are having $5 notes which are y. Okay, now we were asked to give our total value in cents. हमने अपना आंसर जो है वो सेंट में बताना था, बट वी आर हैविंग 20 cents and $5. ये सेंट्स हैं, ये डॉलर्स हैं, ये आपस में ऐड नहीं हो सकते. आप सेंट को सेंट में ही ऐड कर सकते हैं, डॉलर्स को डॉलर्स में ही ऐड कर सकते हैं. हमें अपनी टोटल अमाउंट देनी है सेंट्स में. $1 इज इक्वल टू 100 cents. $1 में कितने सेंट्स होते हैं? 100. If we are having $2, which means that we are having 200 cents. When we are having $3, which means we are having 300 cents. When we are having $4, which means we are having 400 cents. Now we are having $5. I'm going to write a sign of dollar over here and a C over here, so that you came to know this is cents and these are dollars. We have to convert these dollars into cents because we have to give our answers in the cent. So x multiplied by 20C plus y into $5 is equal to 500 cents. So when you multiply 20 with x, it will be 20x plus 500 into y will be 500y. You will not write this c, क्योंकि जब आप इन दोनों अमाउंट्स को ऐड कर देंगे तो आपके पास जो पैसे हैं those will be in cents. आपके पास टोटल अमाउंट किस में आ जाएगी? सेंट्स में. So I'm going to repeat this part. जी पार्ट स्टार्ट करने से पहले we came to know with our currency notes and the coins. अगर आपके, if you are having 2 5 rupee coins, then you are having 10 rupees. 5 into 2 is 10. When you are having 3 coins of 5 rupee, then you are having 3 into 5 15 rupees. So now we were having 20 cents. हमारे पास 20 cent के coins थे and those were x. So amount होगी x into 20. I have written this c just to tell you that we are talking about cents, not dollars. Now next was when you are having 10 rupee notes. When you are having 2 10 rupee notes, which means that you are having 20 rupees. 10 into 2 is 20. So when you are having 3 10 rupee notes, which means you are having 3 into 10 is 30 rupees. Now you are having $5 notes. आपके पास $5 notes हैं, but those are y. Why $5 notes means y into $5. But in the question we were asked to give our amount in cents. So I have to convert this dollar into cents. I have told you that $1 is equal to 100 cents. On your notebook, आप note में लिख लें that $1 is equal to 100 cents. So that it will be easier for you to say when you are having $5, it will be 500 cents. So x into 20 will be 20x, 500 into y will be 500y. Let me tell you again, this c is not a variable over here. This only shows you that we are talking about cents. So that was your B part. Okay, now I am going towards your question number 7. We have learned that technique. I have given you the homework of question number 7, question number 8. I hope that you all have completed that. Question number 7, question number 8. Okay, now I am going towards my question number 9. Okay, now my question number 9 is on page number 91. Question number 7 and 8 was your homework. So I am going towards question number 9. In question number 9, you are asked to simplify. In question number 9, we have to simplify. And the A part is 1 by 4x plus 1 by 3x. Okay, now we have to add two fractions in question number 9a part. We have to add two fractions which are having same variables. You can see these are two terms of one algebraic expression. Together, when we see this question, this is an algebraic expression. But when you go separately, these are your terms. So now both of the terms are having same variables, which is x, which means these two are like terms. I have told you earlier that we can only add or subtract like terms. We have to add them because these are like terms, so we can go for the addition. Because these are fractions, so whenever we have to add two fractions, we have to take the LCM. LCM of 4 and 3 is 12. Okay, now 4 3s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. 3 1s are 3 and this x will remain as plus because that was they were having plus between them. 4 1s are 4 and x. 3x plus 4x will give you 7x by 12. Now you can see your numerator is 7 while your denominator is 12. Your numerator is smaller while your denominator is greater. So this is a proper fraction. You don't need to change it to any division or any mixed fraction. So here your question ends. I am going towards your B part. Okay, your B part is 2 by 5y minus 1 by 3y. 2 by 5y minus 1 by 3y. Now we have to subtract two fractions. Okay, now these two fractions are involving same variables, which means these are like terms. So we can subtract them. Because these are fractions, so we have to take the LCM. LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. 5 3s are 15 and 3 5s are 15. 2 3s are 6y minus 5 1s are 5y. Okay, now 6y minus 5y. 6y minus 5y is actually 1y. I hope that you all remember that we don't write 1 with a variable. 1 nahi likhte. It is already understood. Whenever there is only variable written, then it is understood that it is having 1 with it by 15. So y by 15 is your answer of the B part. Okay, now moving towards your C part. Question number 9, your C part is minus 3 by 7a plus 3 by 5a. Minus 3 by 7a plus 3 by 5a. Okay, now again we have to deal with these two fractions because these two fractions are involving same variable. So we can go for it. So now because these are fractions, so we have to take LCM. LCM of 7 and 5 is 35. 7 5s are 35 and 5 7s are 35. Okay, now minus because is having minus 3 5s are 15a plus 3 7s are 21 and this a will remain as it is. Okay, now both of the terms 15 is having a negative sign while 21 is having a positive sign. Because these two terms are having opposite signs, which means we have to subtract them. Okay, now 21 minus 15. Always we have to go for the subtraction when two terms are having opposite signs. And we have to subtract smaller from the larger. So 21 minus 15 is 6a by 35. Also, we have to write a sign over here of the greater value. Greater value is 21 because this is having plus. So it is your choice if you want to write plus over here or you don't want to write plus over here. Whenever you don't write plus, then it is already understood that this term is already having plus with it. So no need to write plus with it. Okay, now it's your D part. Okay, your D part is 9/4b minus 4/3b. Again, we need to subtract these two fractions. So I think that you can do this question by yourself. It's very easy. It's same as B part. So you need to complete this question by yourself. So do yourself. Question number 9D part. I will write your homework over here. Question number 9D part is your homework. So now I am going towards your question number 10. Okay, now your question number 10 is simplification. It's very easy simplification. You are given in the first part to simplify this expression 3p plus into minus q minus 7r minus into minus 8r minus q plus 2r. Okay, first I'm going to deal with these brackets and their signs. So 3p plus minus minus. Q will remain as minus 7r minus minus plus 8r minus qr and plus 2r will remain as it is. Okay, now we need to add or subtract like terms. First we are having 3p. So we need to find another term which is having p. So there is no other p term. So which means that 3p will remain as it is. Because we are not having any other term which is involving p, that is why p will remain as. Now, okay, now next term is q. Okay, this is another term which is having q. Minus, minus, because these two are like terms, so we can only solve these two. Minus, minus, plus, which means we have to add them. 1 and 1 will be 2 and q will remain as this. And because both of the terms were having same signs, that is why we have added it and sign will remain as. Okay, next we are having 7r. Okay, actually this was minus 8p. So it will be 8p. So we have to solve this p term as well. Okay, this 3p plus 8p. Because both of the terms are having same signs, 8 plus 3 will be 11. So sign will remain as minus 2q will remain as. Okay, now minus 7r and plus 2r. Okay, now there are two terms which are involving r, which means these two are like terms, we have to solve them. As these are having opposite signs, which means we have to subtract them. So 7 minus 2 is 5r and the sign of greater value, which is 7 minus will come. So your answer is 11p minus 2q minus 5r. First of all, we have deal with the signs plus minus 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 7r minus minus plus 8p minus 2 minus qm plus 2r will remain. Now we need to add or subtract like terms. Like terms are those terms which are involving same variables. I am having 3p. The term like to 3p was 8p because these two are having same variables, so we have to solve them together. As 3p and 8p both are having same sign, so we have to add them. 8 plus 3 is 11. Now next one is minus q and minus q. Same signs, which means we have to add 1q will be 2q. Sign will minus negative will remain as. Next we were having minus 7r and plus 2r. Opposite signs, so we have to subtract them. 7 minus 2 was 5. R will remain as, and the sign of greater value was negative, minus will come with 5r. Okay, now in the B part, in the second part, that was your answer 11p minus 2q minus 5r. Okay, question number 10, second part is find the expression when p is 2. Okay, I'm going to erase the first two tests over here. This is your second part of question number 10, in which you are given that p is 2, q is minus 1 whole 1/2, and R is -5. Okay, and I need to put my values in my answer. My answer is 11p. Okay, now solution of my answer is 11p minus 2q minus 5r. This was my answer. Okay, now I have to put my values. The value of p is 2. I am going to place these values. That is why I have to place these values in the brackets. Minus 2, value of the q. It will be 2 ones are 2 and plus 1 will be 3 by 2. Also, this is having minus. So the value of q is minus 3 by 2. Minus 5. Value of r is again minus 5. Okay, now 11 twos are 22. Minus minus becomes plus. 2 and 2 cancel down. Only 3 will left. Minus minus plus 5 fives are 25. Okay, now 22 plus 3 is 25 plus 25. 25 plus 25 is 50. So your question number 10, second part, in the answer of question number 10 A part, you have to put these values and your answer is 50. Okay, now I'm going to give you some introduction about exercise 4B. We have to start the exercise 4B. We have completed exercise 4A, question number 1 to question number 10, in which question number 9D part was your homework. I will give you more homework at the end of the class. Okay, now I'm going to give you the introduction of exercise 4B. To start exercise 4B, you need to learn these things. And the starting, I have in the introduction of chapter number 4, I have told you whenever there are two negatives, it answers into a plus. Whenever there are two plus, it answers in also as plus. Whenever we are dealing with the same signs, when the signs are same, then the answer will be a positive term. Whenever we are dealing with the opposite signs, and the answer will be negative. If your signs are, these are your 4 important notes. So for the exercise 4B, whenever you are dealing with the same signs, either these are two pluses or either these are two minuses, your answer will be a plus. When you are dealing with the opposite signs, negative into plus or plus into negative, your answer will be always negative. So you need to revise these to start your exercise 4B. Okay, please come to your exercise 4B. It's on my page number 97. Exercise 4B, page number 97. Question number 1. Expand each of the following expressions. Okay, I'm going to solve the F part for you so that you just came to know what to do. It's your question number 1. F part. This is minus 3 into C plus 6. You already know that we need to multiply minus 3 inside. So minus 3C minus plus, whenever you are dealing with the opposite sign, minus plus answer into negative. So minus plus is minus. 3, 6 are 18. So this is your answer. You just need to solve it in the first line. You will get your answers in the first line. Also there is, I'm going to solve a B part for you. Minus into 4 plus x, because before bracket you are not having any number. In F part we were having number, so just we multiplied negative and the number, but in the B part we are only having the negative sign, so we will just multiply the negative sign inside. Minus, you know that 4 is not having any sign, which means that 4 is having a plus. So minus plus minus 4 will remain as minus plus opposite signs answers into negative. Minus into plus is minus, and x will remain as. Okay, the important MCQ over here comes that whenever you are doing addition and subtraction, जब आप addition और subtraction कर रहे होते हैं, then you have to write the sign of the greater value. अब आपको greater value का sign place करना होता है. But when you are dealing with the multiplication or division, just like we were dealing over here, this was why I have to multiply and minus 3 inside the bracket and minus 4 minus inside the bracket. Whenever you are doing multiplication or division, you just don't need to write the sign of the greater value. We will write the sign of the greater value when we are doing addition and subtraction. But when we are doing the multiplications or divisions, we will follow these 4 rules. We will not see either the term is positive or negative. When I multiplied minus 3 with 6, you can see that 6 was greater value. It was having plus. But I didn't place plus over here because I was doing multiplication. That is why I placed minus plus into minus. That was it. We don't need to write sign of the greater value in multiplication and in the division. Okay, now I hope कि आपको समझ में आया हो. Okay, now it's your homework time. It's your exercise 4A, question number 9D part was your homework. And now in exercise 4B, question number 1. It was on page number 97, I think. Yes, it was on. Okay, now for exercise 4B, question number 1, A to H, complete question number 1. So this is your homework for today's class 6. So exercise 4A, question number 9D part, while from exercise 4B, question number 1, the complete question number 1, it is having A to H. So A to H, all the parts you have to complete question number 1 to H, A to H by yourself. Okay, now we are left with only 10 minutes. So I came to your question answer session. So just if you are having any difficulty in today's lesson or in the previous lesson, just unmute your mics and go for it one by one. Please go for one by one. I hope कि आप अपनी books साथ लेकर बैठे होंगे. So if you are having any problem, then just go one by one and ask me. I'll try to solve your problems.
Assalamu alaikum, teacher. Assalamu alaikum. अपना बोलना ना मेरे पूछने क्वेश्चंस. टीचर अस्सलामुअलैकुम. वो जवाब नहीं दे रहे. किया मैंने, उन्होंने खुद किया, कर लिया है. हेलो हेलो टीचर. Hello.
Question, Imran. Yes, Imran, I can hear you. What is your question?
Teacher, my name is not Imran. I am Rohan.
Okay. On
Teacher?
your ID, I am getting your name as Imran. Okay. Just ask you a question.
टीचर पिछली क्लास के अंदर भी एक क्लास में तो मैं एब्सेंट रहा था. जब मैंने दूसरी क्लास अटेंड की थी ना, उसके अंदर मेरी बारी ही नहीं आई और फिर उसमें मुझे बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी. मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा कि एक्स और वाई को सॉल्व कैसे करना है. आपने जो पिछली क्लासेस में समझाया और जो आज के लेक्चर में समझाया है, उसमें मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा, क्योंकि मुझे पिछले से पिछला लेक्चर नहीं समझ आया कि एक्स और वाई को कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं, उसका रूल क्या है, उसका मेथड क्या है. मैंने सर से कहा था कि मुझे आपका नंबर भेज दे ताकि मैं आपसे खुद बात करके ये क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकूं.
Okay, let me go for it. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पहले मुझे ये बताएं, एक्सरसाइज 4A क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 जो आज हमने किया है
हाँ जी
वो आपको समझ में आया? क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 जो हमने किया।
टीचर, अगर मुझे पिछला समझ नहीं आया तो आज वाला काम कैसे समझ आ जाएगा? बात तो एक ही है ना, एक्स और वाई की वैल्यू है। अब अगर मुझे पिछला समझ नहीं आया तो आज कैसे समझ आ सकता है?
जैसे यस और नो फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 9, क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 के लिए यस और नो में आंसर करें सो दैट आई कैन गो टू इजी और डिफिकल्टी।
नो।
डिड यू से यस?
नो।
ओके, गौर से मेरी बात सुनिएगा अब। Whenever we are dealing with the variables, जब हमने variables को deal करना होता है, whenever you are doing addition और subtraction, अगर आप उनको add कर रहे हैं या subtract कर रहे हैं तो उन terms का like होना जरूरी है। Like से हम
क्या
like से
मुराद?
हमें समझ में आता है those terms। जी I am going for it। Like terms means those terms which are having same variables। अगर आपके पास किसी अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन में x और y पड़े हुए हैं तो आप x और y को आपस में सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते। यू कैन
ये
सॉल्व
जो
x विद x ओनली।
ये जो 1/4 है एक्स, और ये 1/3x है, ये दोनों सेम है।
बिकॉज दीज आर हैविंग सेम वेरिएबल्स। 1/4 के साथ भी x है, 1/3 के साथ भी x है,